Welcome to the How-To Factory, the channel where we reveal how some of the most beloved foods are made. Balsamic vinegar, rich, complex, and packed with deep, tangy sweetness, isn't just another condiment. It's the secret ingredient in everything from salad dressings to marinades and even desserts. A drizzle of high-quality balsamic vinegar can transform a dish, bringing out layers of flavor that balance acidity with natural sweetness. But have you ever wondered how this luxurious vinegar is made? Today, we're taking you inside the fascinating process of crafting balsamic vinegar from vineyard to bottle. Balsamic vinegar has a history stretching back over 1,000 years. Originating in the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy, it was once a prized delicacy reserved for nobility. Traditional balsamic vinegar is still made using centuries-old methods, aged in wooden barrels for decades to develop its signature, rich, syrupy consistency. While traditional varieties are still produced today, modern factories have developed more efficient methods to bring balsamic vinegar to kitchens worldwide. By the way, if you love learning how everyday foods are made, consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos like this every week, and your support helps us. It all begins with grapes, usually Trebbiano or Lambrusco, grown in the rolling vineyards of Italy. Once harvested, the grapes are crushed to extract their juice, which is then cooked down into a thick concentrated liquid called grape must. This must is the foundation of balsamic vinegar, providing the natural sugars that will ferment and develop into its signature flavor. Next comes the fermentation process. The grape must be transferred to stainless steel vats, where natural yeasts convert sugars into alcohol. Then, acetic acid bacteria take over, slowly transforming the alcohol into vinegar. This crucial step is what gives balsamic vinegar its signature tangy acidity. After fermentation, the vinegar is aged. In traditional balsamic production, this aging process happens in wooden barrels made from oak, cherry, chestnut, or mulberry. Each type of wood adds its own subtle flavor, creating the complex depth for which balsamic vinegar is known for. Over the years, the vinegar naturally evaporates and thickens, intensifying in both taste and consistency. Some balsamic vinegars are aged for 12, 25, or even 50 years, making them some of the most sought-after condiments in the world. In large-scale production, the process is slightly different. Instead of aging in small wooden barrels, the vinegar is matured in larger vats and sometimes blended with wine vinegar to accelerate the process. This allows for a faster turnaround while still achieving the signature sweet, tangy balance. Once the vinegar has aged to perfection, it goes through a final filtration process to remove any sediment. After passing rigorous quality checks, it's bottled and labeled, ready to be shipped worldwide. The highest quality balsamic vinegar is thick, glossy, and rich in flavor, while more affordable varieties are slightly thinner and milder, perfect for everyday cooking. From the vineyards of Italy to your kitchen, balsamic vinegar has remained a culinary staple for centuries, adding depth and sophistication to countless dishes. So the next time you drizzle it over a fresh caprese salad or reduce it into a rich glaze, you'll know exactly what made that perfect balance of sweetness and acidity. Red wine vinegar, bold, tangy, and intensely flavorful, is more than just a salad dressing ingredient. It's a key component in marinades, sauces, and even pickling, adding acidity that enhances and balances flavors. You've probably splashed it over a fresh salad or used it to brighten up a dish. But have you ever wondered how this kitchen staple is made? Today, we're taking you through the fascinating process of transforming red wine into the sharp, complex vinegar on store shelves. Red wine vinegar has been used for centuries, dating back to ancient civilizations like the Greeks and Romans, who discovered that when wine was left exposed to air, it naturally turned into vinegar. The name itself comes from the French word vinaigre, meaning sour wine. Over time, the process was refined, and today, factories use controlled methods to produce high-quality vinegar efficiently while maintaining the depth of flavor that makes it so popular. By the way, if you love learning how everyday foods are made, consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos like this every week, and your support helps us. It all starts with red wine, usually made from grape varieties like Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, or Zinfandel. These wines are sourced from vineyards worldwide and chosen for their rich flavors and acidity. Once delivered to the factory, the wine is tested for quality before beginning its transformation. The first step is fermentation. The red wine is placed into large stainless steel tanks, exposing it to oxygen. Special bacteria, known as acetobacter, are introduced to kickstart the process of turning alcohol into acetic acid, the main compound that gives vinegar its sour taste. This fermentation can take several weeks to months, depending on the desired strength and complexity of the final product. For traditional red wine vinegar, aging is an essential step. The vinegar is transferred into wooden barrels, often oak, cherry, or chestnut, where it continues to develop its rich, well-rounded flavor. The wood subtly infuses the vinegar with additional depth, smoothing out its acidity and enhancing its natural fruitiness. Some vinegars are aged for several years, creating a more complex and mellow taste. In large-scale production, the process is sometimes accelerated using the submerged fermentation method, where bacteria grow on floating wood shavings inside tanks, increasing surface area and speeding up fermentation. This allows manufacturers to produce vinegar faster while still retaining its signature tangy taste. Once the vinegar has reached the perfect balance of acidity and flavor, it's filtered to remove any impurities. Some varieties are left unfiltered for a more robust, natural taste, while others go through multiple filtration stages to create a more straightforward and more refined product. Finally, the red wine vinegar is bottled, labeled, and shipped worldwide. Whether it's a high-end aged variety or a more affordable option for everyday cooking, each bottle holds the result of careful fermentation, aging, and craftsmanship. From ancient winemaking traditions to modern kitchens, red wine vinegar has stood the test of time, bringing bold acidity and rich depth to dishes worldwide. So the next time you use it in a vinaigrette, a marinade, or a slow-cooked sauce, you'll know exactly what went into making that perfect balance of tartness and flavor. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more factory-made insights. Have a favorite food you'd like us to explore? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching The How-To Factory. Have you ever been curious about how your favorite crispy potato snacks are made? From the humble tater tot to the golden perfection of French fries, the crispy crunch of waffle fries, and the delicious bite of potato croquettes, the journey from farm to fryer is more fascinating than you might think. In this video, we're taking you behind the scenes to reveal the step-by-step process of making these beloved potato treats. Get ready to see the high-tech machinery, secret ingredients, and expert techniques that turn simple spuds into irresistible snacks we can't stop munching on. Join us as we unveil the process behind the snacks that brighten your day, from the first mix to the final bite. At number 1, we have tater tots. It all starts with fresh potatoes. These potatoes are harvested from the fields and then sent to the factory. The first step is a thorough washing to remove any dirt and debris, making sure the potatoes are clean before moving on. Once the potatoes are washed, they're peeled using special machinery that scrapes off the skin. After that, the potatoes are grated into small, uniform pieces. This grated texture is key for creating the classic tater tot consistency, giving them that crispy exterior and soft inside. At this stage, some factories add a little seasoning, flour, or other ingredients to help bind the grated potatoes together. This mixture is essential for keeping the tots in their shape once they're formed. Now, the grated potato mixture is fed into a machine that shapes them into those familiar, small, cylindrical tots. These little bits are formed and ready to get crispy. Before they're fried, the tots go through a blanching process, where they're briefly cooked in hot water or steam. This step helps set their shape and get them ready for the next stage of cooking. Next, the tots are deep-fried in hot oil until they turn golden brown and crispy on the outside. This is the crucial step where the tots get their perfect crunch while staying soft and fluffy inside. Once fried, the tater tots are quickly frozen to lock in that freshly cooked flavor. Freezing also helps them hold their shape and ensures they stay crispy when you cook them at home. Finally, the frozen tots are packaged and ready to be shipped off to stores and restaurants. From there, they make their way to your plate, ready for you to enjoy with your favorite dipping sauces. From farm-fresh potatoes to a crispy delight, the journey of a tater tot is a process of precision and care. So next time you enjoy a plate of these crispy treats, remember the journey they've taken to reach your plate. At number 2, we have French fries, a global fast food favorite that trace their roots to Belgium in the late 17th century. They gained the moniker French fries during World War I, when American soldiers associated them with French-speaking Belgians. Today, these crispy delights are a staple of menus worldwide. The journey of creating French fries begins with the mechanical harvesting of top-quality potatoes. Specialized equipment carefully extracts the potatoes from the soil, ensuring minimal damage during the process. Once harvested, the potatoes are transported to the factory for cleaning. A roller process removes small rocks, soil, and leaves, leaving the potatoes spotless. Following this, a sorting machine classifies the potatoes by size using vibrating grids. Smaller potatoes pass through the grid gaps, while larger ones are retained for different uses. The larger potatoes are destined for the classic strip-shaped fries, while smaller ones are shaped into cubes or unique rings, offering a variety of styles to suit diverse culinary preferences. Each step in the process from farm to fryer ensures the fries maintain their signature quality and taste. Once sorted, the potatoes transform into French fries by entering a large steaming chamber. A brief 10-second exposure to pressurized steam softens the skins, allowing them to be easily removed with minimal force. This task is handled efficiently by a specialized machine called the peeler. After peeling, the potatoes are thoroughly washed with water to ensure they are spotless. Workers then inspect the potatoes, discarding any with green or spoiled spots and removing lingering bits of skin. Chopping the potatoes into their signature fry shape involves one of two methods. A hydraulic system propels them against cutting blades using running water, or a rotary mechanical slicer precisely cuts them into uniform pieces. The chopped fries undergo a high-tech quality check as they pass by a camera linked to a computer system. Each piece is meticulously analyzed for size and color. Any fry that doesn't meet the strict quality standards is flagged and removed from the production line using an air jet. Next, the fries enter the fryer, where they cook for about 2 minutes in non-hydrogenated vegetable oil. Once fried, excess oil drains away through perforations in the conveyor belt, leaving the fries crisp and ready for the next stage. The fries are then quickly frozen at temperatures between -15 degrees Celsius and -25 degrees Celsius, a process that takes about 10 minutes to ensure they're ready for packaging and distribution. Now, with just a quick cook in hot oil or an air fryer, these golden delights are ready to be enjoyed, fresh and crisp every time. And last but not least, we have potato croquettes, a beloved treat known for their creamy interior and super crispy shell. It all begins with fresh potatoes. These potatoes are harvested and then washed thoroughly to remove any dirt and debris, ensuring they are clean and ready for the next steps in production. After washing, the potatoes are peeled using specialized machinery that removes the skins. Once peeled, the potatoes are mashed to create a smooth, creamy texture that forms the base for the croquette filling. The mashed potatoes are then mixed with a variety of ingredients. Common additions include seasonings like salt and pepper, as well as other ingredients like cheese, herbs, or meat, depending on the recipe. This mixture gives the croquettes their signature flavor and texture. Next, wet ingredients like egg yolks and full cream milk are added to the mix. The ingredients are thoroughly combined until the mixture is well blended into a dough-like consistency. The potato mixture is then transferred into a funnel-like machine, similar to a sausage stuffer, which shapes the mixture into long cylinders. As the cylindrical potato dough exits the funnel, it is transferred onto a large pan, ready to be chilled. The croquettes are placed in the freezer overnight to firm up before the next steps. The next day, the frozen potato dough is removed from the freezer and transported to a cutter, which slices the dough into designated sizes. After cutting, the pieces are placed into a bowl and coated with all-purpose flour. Then, they're dipped into a bowl of whisked eggs, followed by a coating of finely crushed breadcrumbs. The croquettes are laid onto a tray sprinkled with flour to prevent sticking, ensuring they remain intact during the next phase. In a separate room, a large pot of cooking oil is heated to 270 degrees Celsius, 340 degrees Fahrenheit. With care, the croquettes are lowered into the boiling oil, where they fry gently, being stirred every minute for even browning. Once golden and crisp, the croquettes are removed from the oil and placed on a conveyor belt to cool for about 60 seconds. Once fried, the croquettes are rapidly frozen to lock in their freshness. Freezing also helps them maintain their shape and texture when they're cooked later. Finally, they're packaged and stored in the freezer, ready for consumers to reheat and enjoy whenever the craving strikes. And that's a wrap. From the crunchy feel of the French fries to the unique processing of waffle fries, every snack has its loved taste and origin. Hit subscribe and let's dip into the story of what makes every bite unforgettable. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about how your favorite foods are made, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes looks at your favorite food production process. Drop a comment below if you've ever wondered how anything else is made. We might feature it in an upcoming video. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the flavors of the world.